So as photographers, we often underestimate the power that photography has. It used to be, before the rise of the cloud, before the rise of Facebook and so on, that the thing that was most valuable to people and the thing they would save in a house fire would be the family photo album. We probably all have a family photo album of when we were small, those discoloured prints in a box somewhere in the attic. And the power of photography now is both grown and shrunk. Grown because there's a greater market for it. So, for example, everybody now wants to take photographs of themselves. I've seen people who you would not imagine taking selfies. And again, that's become the currency of social media. It's kind of funny, but the currency of social media, for example, Instagram and so on, is generally pictures of people and pictures of themselves often. So there's a greater market for photography. Because of the ease of making selfies, because of the ease of photographing, because of the ubiquity of digital cameras, the power of photography is diminished. For example, if you use a very old camera, I have an old Hasselblad. When I take Polaroids of that, for example, when I'm traveling, and give that to people, especially in third world nations where they're not really used to photography, the impact that it can actually have is very impressive to see. So when you actually see people who aren't really immersed completely in a world of total photography, because we're all photographed as well all the time, uh, you'll really appreciate again how important photography can be, because it's a simulacrum. Those photographs are representations of people who they love. People used to carry, for example, photographs of loved ones into battle and into adversity. Photographs of people are very, very powerful. And therefore, what we should do as photographers essentially is to realize this power and to use it for good. Almost like a charity, but not quite. Because when you give something, you also get a great deal back. Not just in terms of, you give and you receive, but also, you give and you feel a great sense of happiness for that. And it's very easy, more or less, to do. What you can do is find the people around you, anybody in your day-to-day life, people maybe at work, your neighbors, your family, and make a really nice photograph of them, people they love, things that they love, possibly maybe a house, a car, but maybe really focus on the people themselves, their loved ones. So, for example, if your neighbor has a nice family, you can say, look, I'll get together and I'll photograph your family for you, and then you create them a print. It's very cheap to do that now. You can do it on the internet, and then you give them that print as a gift. And what you'll find is that it's very easy to take photographs, really. To make a good portrait is really simple, actually. You look on YouTube, if you've not done any photography really before, and just look, some of the tutorials on there about how to take a photograph. You just need nice soft lighting, generally outside is going to be best, and take a few photographs until you end up with one that you are happy with. Print it out for them and give it to them, and you'll be amazed by the response that you get. And it'll be kept for a long time and often in pride of place on their mantelpiece. So by taking photographs of people, for people, you really can give something to them that they'll really appreciate. Even on a small level, you can photograph people and take a few minutes more than you would do taking snapshots, but take a nice staged portrait. It's very easy to do. We all know how to do this now, more or less. And they'll use it for their Facebook profile for years to come. It's quite funny to see that as well. So because photography is very easy, it's often underappreciated. What we have easily accessible to us, we tend to take for granted. But actually what you have in your hands, your camera, it has a great power to make people around you that little bit happier, that little bit more joyful with the world. And so by taking photographs and having that goal in mind, not necessarily to create money, because you can do that as well, but as an extra sort of an added bonus, you can take photographs of people around you, give them prints, because again, the prints are really valued now, because most of the photographs don't get printed, and you'll find that they really enjoy that. They really appreciate it, and you'll find that you appreciate it and enjoy it too. So you've got the camera. It's very easy to take photographs and print them. What's easy to do is easy not to do. But really set yourself a goal, maybe one photograph a month, maybe one a week, and to give that print to somebody with no expectations, just for the joy of giving. You'll find that it's a really beautiful experience. Thanks so much. Any questions, and of course to share any photographs you've taken as well, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much.